Welcome guys, welcome to another video lecture of Da Vinci's Class of Knowledge. So here, since we are discussing about the human reproduction, so today we will be discussing about menstruation cycle. So what is menstruation cycle? So let's learn, and you can check the other videos of human reproduction, like the male gamete formation, female gamete formation, or human reproduction, male reproductive part, then female reproductive part, by clicking on the I button, or you can check in the description below. I have provided the links. So hope you will watch this video full. So let's start. It's an interesting video which will be important for your coursework as well as your board exam. It's very important, and these hormonal discussions also will be important, the hormonal activities, and also in your lifetime you can use this after your marriage or anytime you want. So let's go with it. As we have discussed earlier about the female reproductive part, so menstruation cycle, this is the cycle of about 28 to 29 days. So here we all know that it is a cycle that is only found in the primates. Primates means either it is monkey, apes, human. So monkey, apes and human. So in primates we get this cycle actually, and otherwise we get in rat, cow, this oestrus cycle. So if you want me to discuss about oestrus cycle, you can also comment me. In other than primates, the other animals, there is oestrus cycle. So there is a different, like dog there is also present the oestrus cycle. So in the oestrus cycle, that is completely different from the menstruation cycle, which is only found in monkey, apes and humans. Okay, so let's start. So this is an important point, and this cycle, actually generally this starts at the age of puberty. So in case of girls, the puberty comes when from 11 to 13 years. This is the starting of puberty. You know that I have already discussed, you don't have to discuss more. So this is the puberty period. So you can see, check this in my videos. So after puberty, from 11 to 13 years, suppose let us consider 12 years, one girl is actually prepared for menstruation cycle. So from 12 up to the age of 45 to 50. So let's consider up to the age of 50, from 12 to 50 years. So this is the period of about 40 years, 35 to 40 years. The girl or woman, they are actually capable of running this cycle. So these cycles are actually present in the woman that lies between the age group of 12 to 50 years. Nowadays less than 50, 40, so we consider as 45 to 50. 45 to 50 years. From 11 to 13 years to 45 to 50 years. So this period, only in this time period, in about 35 to 40 years, this menstruation cycle remains. So when the first menstruation cycle is called as menarche. First menstruation cycle is called menarche, and the after 45 50 years, when there is a pause in menstruation cycle, which is called as menopause. So where the menstruation stops. So these are some extra knowledge that you have to remember, and some points I have discussed. So let's see, this cycle occurs, or this period occurs inside the female reproductive organ. So for female reproductive organ, you can check in the description, I provided the link, or you can check this female reproductive system in the I button here. By clicking in the I button, you can check it. Okay, so let's see here, this is a female reproductive part, and here this is the uterus. This is the uterus. So inside the uterus, we have learned about 3 layers: endometrium, myometrium and perimetrium. So this red color I have drawn, this is the endometrium. This red color layering is the endometrium. Mainly everything occurs, this menstruation cycle, this here, the endometrium breaks down, endometrium reveals in the form of blood and some blood vessels. So this blood and blood vessels layer is called as endometrium. So this is the endometrium which provides a bed or cushion to the developing child or developing fetus. So here is the ovarian, this is the ovary, this is the uterus, and here everything is occurring inside this part. Inside this part. Okay. So this inside this female reproductive part, this whole thing is okay. So here the menstruation cycle actually occurring inside the uterus or womb of the woman, and some changes are also occurring inside the ovary. Some changes are also occurring inside the ovary. We have also discussed this in female reproductive part. See, let's see what are the changes. Suppose this is the chart of menstruation cycle, you can check it. Here it is a chart of, here menstrual calendar is of 28 to 29 days. So here 28 to 29 days is the cycle, or this is the period, time period of the menstruation cycle. So here you can see on the day of first menstruation or the bleeding occurs, on which day, that we will consider as day 1. So that may be today, some girls may be having today, so this today will be the first day. So this will be the first day. And the last day before the bleeding period, before bleeding will be the last day. After 28 or 29 days, in general, this is the 29 days period for only the normal females, because this may differ in case of female to female due to some different stresses or different food habit or different hypertensions. So this cycle may differ, or different medications, different disease may change the actual time period. So in case of normal female, we can consider as 20 to 29 days, which is absolutely normal. Here it is a day of 29 days. So here first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So these days are the first bleeding, second bleeding day, third bleeding day, fourth, fifth. So here normally ends in 4 to 5 days. So this bleeding period continues in 4 to 5 days. So this is the bleeding period, or this is called as the menstruation or mens. So this is the period of bleeding period. Then comes the follicular phase. So this complete is the follicular phase. Why it is called follicular phase? Because in the ovary, the development of the follicles are occurring. This is the ovarian development inside the ovary. This whole thing occurring inside the ovary. Why it is happening? Inside the ovary here. This phase is occurring inside the ovary. So in the ovary, what happens? The follicles, primary follicles, after primary follicles, the secondary follicles. These are the primary follicles. From primary follicle after puberty, at the time of ovulation, we get the secondary follicle. So a secondary follicle, then it will become the mature follicle. After that, Graafian follicle. So Graafian follicle is the Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle, then mature follicle or Graafian follicle. Then Graafian follicle ruptures and the ovum or egg cell is released. Then after that egg cell releasing, this mature follicle, Graafian follicle turns into corpus luteum. And corpus luteum is a gland, is considered as gland. It secretes the hormone progesterone. Then after that, this corpus luteum converts to corpus albicans or the scar. This is the functionless. So this is a scar or the functionless follicle. So this is the ovarian development occurring inside the ovary. So these also have a time period. See, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So this is the bleeding period. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th is the see here. Ovum is released. So here will be the ovulation. What happens? The ovum is released from the Graafian follicle to the fimbriae. Here you can check, or you can see in other videos. Here the ovum is released. This is the ovum released from the ovary, and this is collected by the fimbriae, and it is carried up to the fallopian tube, and it remains here for fertilization, which we will learn in the next lecture of fertilization and implantation. So ovum is released here on the day 14th day. You will see, check this, 14th day ovum is released of the 14th day of this menstruation cycle. So the ovum is released, and that day is called as ovulation. So from now, if we will consider ovulation, you will just remember it is on the 14th day, 1 day maybe this side or that side, 2 days maybe this side. So 1-2 days, either it may be predator or it may be after. So here for 15 to 16 maybe, and 12 to 13 maybe. So 1 or 2 days we will be considering depending on the time period of the cycle. Okay. So here you can see the date, and according to the date, the hormone also changes. This hormone, there are two types of hormone: pituitary hormone and the ovarian hormone. Here you can see the pituitary hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. I have already discussed in the male reproductive system about follicular stimulating hormone, then luteinizing hormone. So these are the hormone of anterior pituitary gland. Let's show it once quickly. So here is the hypothalamus, and here is the brain. Let's consider this is the brain, this is the hypothalamus, this is the brain, this is the hypothalamus, and here is the pituitary gland. This is the anterior pituitary, and this is the posterior pituitary. So in the anterior pituitary, from anterior pituitary and from hypothalamus, the releasing hormone, that follicle stimulating hormone, that the releasing hormone of FSH is released from here, or the signal is transferred from hypothalamus to the pituitary gland, and pituitary gland releases FSH. And also LH. Okay, so FSH, LH, so these also further have some functions, so we'll discuss it here. And some other functions also I have discussed, you can check it in the earlier videos. So here, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, is an important hormone. You can see in the date, you just compare this in the, according to the menstrual cycle date. On the first day, these are normal, these have no increment of the FSH, FSH is normal, and 4th, 5th, 2nd, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. From after the second week, this is the first week, after second week, or in the first part of the second week, the hormone increases gradually, and suddenly it gets the peak level. Up to peak level, there is a peak level of FSH peak, and this FSH peak level means on the 14th day, on the ovulation day or the ovulatory day. On the 14th day, the FSH and LH, the same FSH and LH, this also same, it increases, and suddenly it reaches up to the peak on the 14th day. This is the 14th day line, becomes the highest, and this hormone level becomes highest for ovulation. So this hormone, actually this hormone releases the, or it helps, or it triggers the corpus luteum, Graafian follicle, to release the ovum from the ovary. So from the ovary, the hormone, this is the pituitary hormone coming here, FSH and LH, coming and acting on the ovary and exactly on the Graafian follicle. And Graafian follicle, suppose this is the ovum, suppose I am considering this is the ovum, and gradually on the menstruation cycle, the 12th, 13th, 14th day, this is the mature follicle, this is the, consider this is the ovum, this is the ovum inside the ovary. So this is the ovary. On the 14th day, when FSH will be increased, follicle stimulating hormone inside the blood, from blood it will be come to the ovary. So FSH, LH, this will increase, and also the estrogen level also increases, and this releases this ruptures the of this Graafian follicle, and this ovum is released. Okay, so this ovum is released inside the fimbriae or ampulla. From here it is carried to the fallopian tube. Next hormone is these two hormones are ovarian hormone. So estrogen and progesterone, these are the ovarian hormone. So estrogen also helps in building the endometrium, or creating the endometrium, deep endometrium, and also this is the estrogen, black color I have drawn it. So estrogen has some dual function. So here it also releases, helps in releasing the ovum, or helps in ovulation, and also it decreases gradually on the 13th, 14th, 15th, after ovulation. It again increases for releasing of the endometrium, or after when there is no fertilization. So here the ovum is released on the 14th day. So when any sperm cell will not be present, so there is no fertilization. If there is no fertilization, the progesterone will increase and it will break down this endometrial layer. So see, gradually endometrial layer increases day by day. On the first day, there is a bleeding. It is finishes up to 4th, 5th day, finishes, that endometrium is thinnest. and gradually again it is maintaining by these hormones. So these hormones like estrogen, progesterone, this hormone and follicular stimulating hormone LIS, these all acts together to form the endometrium. And endometrium is formed up to the last day. It is the fully mature endometrium is formed. And when there is no fertilization, the corpus luteum will release the progesterone. So this progesterone is released by the corpus luteum. Sorry, I have drawn it in red color. So here the corpus luteum will increase and these will break down the whole endometrium. So endometrium is actually made by blood vessels and blood. So this is broken by the progesterone, and this endometrial layer is released from here. This is the endometrial layer. So here it is the thickest on the later part of the luteal phase. After ovulation is the luteal phase. So in the later luteal phase, the endometrial layer is the thickest. And when progesterone comes and acts, this layer breaks down and it will flow through the vagina and it will come out through the vagina in form of blood or means. Okay, so this bleeding occurs 3 to 4 to 5 days. So here on the first day, we will consider the first day. So let's say again something more. So here there are two phases. One is the follicular phase. Why it is called follicular phase? Because of follicles are developed. This follicle is developed. And luteal phase or secretory phase, here the hormones are secreted, the endometrial layer is more rapidly grown, and when there is fertilization, suppose there is no fertilization, menstruation completes. Or if there is fertilization occurs, so what will happen? This will form the embryo. So if there is the formation of embryo, suppose here is the embryo formation, so embryo will form, the menstruation cycle will stop or it will not be broken down, as because the other hormones will make the endometrium rigid, or it will make a permanent the structure, and it will not be broken down to provide nutrition and implantation to the developing embryo. So embryo will implant inside this endometrium. Okay, inside this endometrium. So this is the endometrial layer. So this is the embryo, and it will be implanted inside the endometrium. Okay, so and this will develop into a baby after about 9 to 10 months. So after 9 months, this will be full grown baby. So here there is an important thing, and if the menstruation cycle continues, that means there is no fertilization, or at the time of after fertilization, if the baby is growing or the embryo is growing or the fetus is growing, then there will be stopped. This cycle will not be continued after 29 days. Okay, so this will be continued till the childbirth. After childbirth, this will be broken down. So let's see what is some reproductive measures or some important time period for having the coitus, or you can have your coitus or mating during this period from 1 to up to I have said you that these may change 14 days, so these may change from 11, 12, 13 days, it may be 2 or 3 days this side or 2 or 3 days this side. So let's consider up to 7 to 8 days. This is the safe period of having sex, and here this is the danger period, or from I have in red color. So red means is the danger. So from here this is the danger, and let's see here this is the safe sex. Here after 20 days, you can check this is the safe. If you don't want to have then is fertilization, so avoid this. So this is the reproductive health, usually unwanted fetus, or if you don't want to have the fertilization or don't want to have babies, so you can have from suppose 9 to here this is 20 days. So in this period you should not have your no sex time. Okay, so here is the safe And if you want your babies, you can have from 9 to 20. And most appropriate is the about at the time of ovulation, after ovulation, because here the sperm cell released suppose in 9 days, so sperm cell stays 2 to 3 days alive inside the female body, about 2 to 3 days. So if the sperm cell is released on 8 day, it will be alive up to 9-10 days, it will be alive. Okay, so if the ovum is released here on 14 days, so it will be alive for about 1 week, so it will be alive up to 1 week. So don't have your, if you don't want your babies, you can have your safe sex after 21 days to 21, 22 up to 29, and here you can do 1 to 6 days, you can have your safe sex. Okay, so here I have shown you the formula for having sex and having babies and not having babies. If you want, you can do it in this way. If you don't want, you can do it in this and this. So if you don't want, there is more space, you can use it. So this will be important for you all. So hope you have understood this thing, and mainly there will be the important thing about the hormones, the follicular development, the uterine development. This is uterine development, this is the harmonic development or hormone level. Here is the follicular. So 3 things you will have to remember very nicely. And lastly, this time period, you just be conscious about this time period of having the safe sex. Okay, so hope you understood this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe if you have yet not subscribed, and share this as much as you can so that it becomes benefited to your friends and also to me. And also you can spread it. These are important, and you can stay tuned for later upcoming videos, like you can have the fertilization. After this we'll learn about fertilization, then we'll learn about the pregnancy, and then we'll learn about parturition. Okay, so hope you have understood this video.